everyone, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. Now in this video, I'm bringing you a very special wig presentation. Now I was on Fashion Nova and I was peering over their Halloween selection. Well, their Halloween clearance selection, because yes, I'm that kind of girl. And I noticed they had wigs available. So I thought, well, they're so low priced, why not try them out? Now I ordered two because I want to do a double stack today. And these are what arrived in the mail. Now these wigs are from Leg Avenue. You know, those special Halloween costumes for the girls that like to really be friendly and show it off. Now I've never tried a wig before from Leg Avenue. And it's going to be a learning experience for me, and it really was not much of an investment for me. They cost me $4.98. So in total, I spent like $8 plus shipping and handling, but I did use a coupon code because, you know, it's Fashion Nova, you have to. Which brought my total to $13.97, under $14. Now this is the wig. Yeah, it comes like that. Pretty standard wig packaging. You got the little hairnet. We're going to save that for later. And, you know, a little stuffing filler. Now, looking over this, it is a netting cap, like one of those very cheap costume wig caps. But the hair quality on it is actually not that bad. I'd say it's around the level of like a very cheap cosplay wig. It's about the like level of hair you're getting here. And there's not a whole lot of tracks in it, which is why I'm going to tease it and double stack it for you today. We're going to see if we can get something fabulous out of this. Oh, that's actually not so bad. I was gonna curl it, but I kind of like that. I can see something in her that maybe Fashion Nova didn't. But first off, let's correct something here. There are no ear tabs, so really, it's kind of wherever I decide to put it. That is where our part's gonna be now. Okay, and look, she's got the little sassy bang going over the eye now. Now, there is no real place to pin this down, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it. With hard front wigs like this, you really don't have much of a choice. And a couple people have been asking me to do a full styling on a hard front wig. I was looking through my channel, I noticed I hadn't really done one in a really long time. I feel like maybe a few years ago was the last time I actually did a full style on a hard front wig. So here's like a little refresher for you folks. Nothing's changed. You can apply what I do to my lace front wigs to a hard front wig and get just about the same result. You just gotta, you know, take out the lace front part. That's honestly the only real difference. So far, so good. She just needs a little bit of a brushing, which I'm curious to see how that's gonna turn out. How much shedding are we gonna get? Okay, minimal shedding. And the curl pattern on this is actually really pretty. It's sort of like a wavy pinup girl pattern. I don't know who this wig was meant for, but it kind of reminds me of the black cat from Spider-Man. Maybe that's what she was like trying to give you, or like Storm from X-Men. Very that. Okay, this is gonna be such a pain to do with my gloves because they're conducting static, so I'm gonna take them off right now. Da-da, da, da-da-da, da. Look at, it's my new talent. So I learned something about myself. I learned with this new breastplate, if I take something like, say, a telephone, see that? Watch this. You're gonna be so amazed. Ta-da! I know, I'm so talented. What can't I do? Alrighty, let's get the styling. Okay, so I'm not gonna roller set this because I feel like I've done that so many times. You already know what I'm gonna do with it. So we're actually just gonna jump right on into styling this and teasing it. I'm gonna pick a fine section, and since there's not a whole lot of hair in this, we can really just go hog wild with it. With a hard front wig, there is one thing you have to be mindful of. The fact that there is no lace on it means you have to be a little more cautious of where you do your teasing and how far away you go. Because remember, there is no hairline here. So there's nothing really to show off that's growing out of your scalp unless you create like a wig line, which I'm not very good at, so I'm not gonna be doing that today. Holy crap. Look at that. She is a seamless woman. Okay. All right, we're gonna pack the hair a little tighter in those sections. Oh boy. Okay, now I'm gonna tease the rest of this off camera because there is so much hair. Like, it doesn't look it, but like when you actually start packing it down, I'm not really doing much cutting. Look at all this hair. Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna jump right back as soon as I have it all teased out. And then we're gonna do it again. I'm probably not gonna do that on camera either. All right, she is all teased out. This is how it looks. Look how much hair is in that. Oh my goodness. It's a lot more hair than I expected. And now I have to do the second wig. And with the magic of online video editing, we have one right here. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like I'm lost in the clouds. Okay, so we're gonna do a join now. Now a join in wig styling is when you take one wig and another wig and, well, join them together. Kind of explains itself, but you know, some people are dumb. So you have to really explain things with definitions, you know? It's like being in class again. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take the pins out and we're gonna discard one of these wig heads because we don't need it any longer. Oh my goodness, it's hard even to see my mouth. I'm like lost in this big cloud. Oh my God. You make me feel like I'm living. I can't afford the rights to that. Okay, never mind. Take our pins out so I don't stab myself and, you know, get like one of those weird metal-borne diseases. Now that is a poofy cloud of hair. Let's section off some part in the back of the wig and do a join. Okay, now I'm feeling around this and her face is right here. So this means right here is the back of the wig. So I'm just gonna pick a nice section. Yeah, this seems good. I'm gonna divide it a little, let me put that down. Okay, I'm gonna divide some of that section here from the front and create like a wall. See that? You can see, oh yeah, you really see that in the camera. Taking my other wig, I'm gonna try and match this up as much as possible. I see my little part was right here. So I'm gonna try and put the part along the same lines as that other part. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, I think it's huge. Okay, now taking some bobby pins. You take a couple, and we're just gonna start going to town on this. Crisscrossing each section. You wanna go all the way around the head if you can.
Jane.
What?
It's Finn Balor Friday!
Oh my God, you're right! I forgot that I'm so thirsty. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right, we're gonna take some pins and we're gonna start joining it together. Oh boy, it's so hard to see past all this hair. And since it's that cheap netting, you can really just pierce right through it. And hold your spot with your finger, take another one and crisscross it. See, and now it's nicely joined. It's got, you know, cross it like that. Okay, do a few more here in the front. Now, fun fact, when I first started doing drag, I would work on anime cosplay wigs because, of course, they were so cheap and readily available through Amazon. So I would order those all the time and just practice hairstyling and double stacks. And it's amazing what you can create with that hair because they pack so many tracks into it. So if you're just playing around or if you're even hobbying cosplay, try, you know, teasing out the wigs. So you're spending like what, $8, $9 on a wig, you know, practice your hairstyling on it. That's pretty nicely joined. I'm just gonna do a few more just for security because one of the biggest faux pas I would always do when I styled hair, especially when I did double stacks, is I would never put enough pins in it. So we're not gonna have that problem this time. Now let's do a few in the back and hold that spot with your hand and try your best not to capture too many tracks on your way to the base because otherwise when you start brushing it out, it's really gonna show through and it's gonna pull the pins right back out. Fun fact, I am sweating like a pig right now. Comes the fun part. We're gonna have to try and make some sense out of this mess. First things first, let's make sure it is really, really secure now because we're gonna go through and go hog wild with like the brush out here. So I'm gonna add a lot of pins to the front of this wig just to make sure it don't go flying off whenever I start brushing it out. Here we go. Let's take this guy and we are gonna start smoothing through. Oh, hello darkness, my old friend. That sound of like cheap acrylic cosplay hair going through this brush, it's like music to my ears. And I'm just reminded of all of my old times as like a beginner newbie drag queen doing this hair and just messing it up so horribly. Now, it's hard for me to see, so I'm gonna do here is actually lower it and take it off some. Okay, and since there's so much hair here, we're just gonna hold it out like that and just start brushing forward so that I don't lose any volume. And that's why we secured it the way we did, because doing this, you're gonna like beat it all over the place. And make sure you're dragging that brush all the way through the end. Don't just half-ass it and go, because that's not gonna do anything. And look at that so far, holy shit. This thing is huge. Okay, let me just adjust my grip. I'm not as good with my left hand as I am my right. It must be a Friday night if I'm saying that. Okay, So far, so sickening. We just take some of the excess hair out of that. See, you can tell that these were $4 wigs. Okay, so we're gonna try and play around with the hair and just see where it wants to go. I take some of that section that got kind of bunched up. Just gonna play around with it with our fingers. Because hair is a lot like men. You don't want to force it into something it doesn't want to do. Because then you're going to have to like stand in front of their work and send threatening letters all over again. It's really a big pain in the ass. This is the part where the challenge part comes in. Cripes. This is some big ass hair. It's so big it doesn't even fit my frame. But I'll make it fit the frame before the video's over. Don't worry. We're just gonna work some magic here. Now, this portion here is where you'd wanna do like a wig line, but I don't know how to do a wig line, so we're just gonna have to work around it. Okay, and right now what I'm doing is I'm jumping over to the back of the wig because the front was pissing me off, and I'm just slowly going over the top of it. I'm not brushing hard, I'm just smoothing over to get, you know, the top layer nice and smoothed out, but not disturb any of the teasing. And then once I get through the bottom, that's where I really tug through and just get those going one direction. There's like one mistake I see a lot of people make, and even I used to do this a lot, is whenever you brush down the back, you just like rip through it. And then it's kind of pointless because you pull out all your teasing at the top. And that's kind of the whole point of teasing and double stacking, is to get more height. So, you know, don't do that anymore. Be gentle with it. It is a delicate flower, your wig. Rake through it when you get to the bottom of the wig. So I can raise it higher so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, I think that's as high as it's gonna go. But see, that's the bottom of the wig. I'm digging through the bottom, but not through here. You just graze the top here. Yeah, that back is nice and clean now. How smooth and huge she is. Now we just have to get that front to mirror the back. Oh, my natural breast is just trying to make an appearance in this video. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Hashtag real girl problems. So this is pissing me off now. I kind of regret even working with the part because the part is not my friend. So what I'm going to do is just pull that apart right now and just ignore the part altogether and just tease through it. Get a real nasty stank tease right there in the front. And push it back. You know, we tried it. We thought it would be a good idea, and it turns out it wasn't. And one little trick I do, is not really a trick, but a little technique I try that seems to work out for me is when I'm brushing back with the packing brush, I brush it through like that, and then I angle it slightly and like slide it along the back of it when I'm trying to smooth it out more. So that way you get less of like the stray hairs popping up. So like dig in and then slowly smooth it down. Okay, now for finishing touches, I'm just taking my brush and trying my best to cover up any bald spots in the hair. And what I mean by a bald spot is anywhere in the sections here where teasing is very, very visible. We're gonna go through and try and disguise that as much as possible by just smoothing over the top surface layer. And the best method of doing that is honestly by starting up at the highest point of the wig and slowly bringing it down. And this can be a little tricky because you can run the risk of pulling down teasing too far, and then you have to like go through with a pick and push air back into the hair. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's not impossible. And now hairspray from a distance. Oh, my straps keep coming down. Who knew this video was gonna be so provocative? Okay, I think she's ready. I'm gonna try her on and fiddle around with her on top of my head, and I'll be right back with the final results. Welcome back. This is the final result. This thing is freaking huge. Oh my gosh. This is probably the biggest hair I've had on this channel in a while. Not bad for a $4 wig from Fashion Nova. You never expect that this was sleeping inside of that wig. Now I have to say, I'm not disappointed in this investment at all. For $4, I really got a big bang for my buck. So Thanks, Fashion Nova. Now, you may be wondering why I'm wearing a headband. It's because it's a hard front wig, and I noticed when I was styling the wig, cutting bangs into it would be a real pain to do, and quite honestly, really impossible to disguise after I teased it. So the best way around it was to put a headband on. But if you're doing this and you're using a full wig, let me just let you know right now that these wigs are great to put in the back of a wig for a double stack with a lace front. When you pair those together, it's a really fabulous combination. I may just get a white lace front wig and make a huge triple stack after this. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculously big. Comment down below if you want to see that. Now, the wig styling I was going for is sort of inspired by Divine from Female Trouble. You know, when she hurls the fish at Edie. Now, I made this tutorial for those of you who are asking me to do a wig tutorial on a hard front wig. And I hope you learned now that all of my wig techniques work for all kinds of wigs. Just about every wig you can apply them to, including hard front wigs. It's just those usual hurdles you'll have to get over, and they're pretty easy to avoid and overcome. Now, if you'd like to buy a wig styled by me, be sure and click that link down below. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye! Click here and see me style a $12 wig from AliExpress. Or see me slay a cheap human hair wig from Amazon. Come on, click it. You know you want to. If you don't click it, I'll tell Nick Jonas to stop wearing gray sweatpants. So click it!